Video you can see on top of the screen or in your full screen right now is a video I made with regards to the prediction of the top 5 finish in the Premier League, and as you can see, it was actually very spot on. First Liverpool, second Arsenal, third Manchester City, fourth Chelsea, and fifth position Newcastle. Spot on prediction, so you can see I'm actually good at this, so please do follow, like, comment and engage. Thank you very much. For this video, I'm going to be talking about 5 things to expect from the Real Betis and Chelsea Europa Conference League finals that will be taking place tomorrow. I will give you a little tactical breakdown and also the team. So I'm going to be presenting 5 things to expect. The first one is the tactics of both teams. The second one would be the key players for Chelsea and Real Betis. And then we're going to talk about Chelsea chasing the European glory and Real Betis' first ever finals in Europe for Pellegrini and Maresca's bromance. And then the fifth one will be my prediction and how I think the game will play out. So let's get right into it. The tactics of both teams. The problem is this: Maresca is like a regime of Pellegrini. So they both play the same type of football, almost the same way. In Betis, in attack, Betis play a 3-2-5 and sometimes they play a 2-3-5 in a build-up play, so which is almost similar to what Chelsea do in a defensive shape, because they're trying to always be compact. Betis as well line up in a 4-4-2 or in a 4-5-1, depending on the players which they have on the pitch. Now, something that's intriguing is this: Chelsea line up in a similar way. In a build-up, Chelsea do a 3-2-5, sometimes they do a 3-3-4, sometimes they also do a 2-3-5, depending on the game and depending on which few midfielders they have on the pitch, because I think Chelsea build up differently when they have Lavia and Caicedo in the same lineup. So this is almost the same. And in defense, Chelsea also do a 4-4-2 sometimes, but mostly they do a 4-5-1. So this is the tactics for the both teams. You can see they're very, very similar. The number 2 is key players. I think Isco, Anthony, and Gucho Hernandez are going to be very important for Betis. If Chelsea can try to reduce the influence of Isco as much as they can in the game, Anthony, I think English players are used to him. He requires space. So if the game is actually going to be very fast, I do not expect Anthony to do a lot. For Chelsea, it depends on who plays. But I think if Palmer, Jackson, and Lavia play, they're going to be very, very important in this game as well. And also Rich James, because of his ability to pick out spaces in transition. And the next one we're going to talk about is Chelsea's pursuit of glory. If Chelsea actually do win this game, they will be the first team to win all 3 tournaments. Yes, I understand it does not carry a lot of weight, but I still think it's something to be used as a bragging right. This is actually Betis' first ever European final, so they have a lot of motivation to win this one. So we hope and see how it plays out. Pellegrini and Maresca, the bromance. I think Maresca looks up to Pellegrini a lot. He has said this so many times in his press conferences and also in his he said whenever he has a problem, he always calls on Pellegrini. So I've watched most of the time, people think Maresca is more like a Pep. No, I actually think Maresca is more like a Pellegrini. If you watch Pellegrini's game, you will know that Maresca plays a lot like him. So I think this is going to be a good one, because I expect Pellegrini to understand everything Maresca is going to do. I also expect Maresca to understand what Pellegrini is going to do. This is going to be a very interesting game. I don't think it's going to be very slow, but let's see how it plays out. My prediction is going to be this: it's going to be a very tight game, but I expect Chelsea to score in the first half, and the second half is going to be very explosive. If time is not taken, the second half will be high scoring, but let's see how it plays out. My prediction would be 2-1 to Chelsea, and Chelsea to win the Europa Conference League.